our lecture series on holistic anatomy. Up to this point, we've been looking at the Chinese meridians, and we've been discussing how those Chinese meridians are a mapping system for both the anatomical structures that lie underneath, but also the functionality of those mapping systems. No better way is it easier to see that than taking a look at how the Janet-Travell system of trigger points correlates to the Chinese meridian system. Now, in trigger points, or the Janet-Travell system of trigger points, this was an attempt to look at the painful spots in the muscles and describe how those painful spots both create pain in their local area, but oftentimes when you push on a trigger point, that trigger point can create a painful referral zone that goes somewhere else that isn't always directly correlated through Western anatomical concepts such as innervation or muscular structure. Well, one of the things that we see that's really cool is that the Chinese meridians actually show that trigger point or that anatomical structure as well as describe the referral zones. Remember that when the Chinese were looking at this body or observing the body, they were probably observing those same things that Janet was that, hey, when you press here, that causes pain somewhere else. So they made a connection there, and they mapped that, and so we're going to see how what are oftentimes described as two separate things, acupoints and trigger points, and oftentimes we're going to see how they correlate. So acupoints are more things than just trigger points, but most of the major trigger points actually fall under that acupoint generalized heading as well. And by doing that, or how we're going to do that, is we're going to work through the Janet-Travell book series and just work through each one of her muscles. And we're going to see how those muscles, or the trigger points in those muscles, correlate not only to acupoint locations themselves, but how the referral zone of that trigger point also is mapped out in the length or the design of the meridian too. Stay tuned, we'll move on to the first muscle.